What's up, everybody? What's going on?
What's up, what's up?
Welcome back to another episode of Who's Your Angler? I'm your boy Brookin, your boy Tyler.
Hey.
And today is going to be a unique video. Today we're going to do a $20 clearance challenge. So we're going to go limit ourselves to 20 bucks each, grab whatever we can grab for $20 and fish it in one of the locations that we've been fishing here recently. So we're headed there now. Obviously, we're gonna grab snacks while we're there.
Of course, those don't count.
Yeah, those don't count. That's not in the budget. We'll get snacks, we'll grab baits, and then we'll go fish. All right, so we're pulling in the parking lot. We don't know if we can film inside here. We're gonna assume we can't, but we are gonna get a little bit of footage of the merchandise, real close up, real tight shots, real artistic stuff, slow motion, very fantastic stuff. And then, oh wait, you can't see, there's the name in the background. All right, we'll check back in. All right, we were successful. We met our goals. We purchased everything that we could for under or right around $20. Some people flubbed with some tax, but I'm not gonna point at anybody.
Look, without Uncle Sam, it was 1957. So I accomplished my goal.
Yeah, I met mine at somewhere around $19 myself. I have two separate receipts because, interestingly enough, when we checked out the first time, we found out everything was also an additional 50% off at the time. So we had only 10 bucks between the two of us. So we went back, bought a little bit more merch, and now we're about to snack drive to the spot. We are gonna go to one of the secret ponds that I found in the last video that I posted, and we're gonna fish that from the shore and give that a good try and hook up with some of the weirder baits that we have. We'll fish those.
Try
Everything that we can in a short amount of time and get it done. We've made it to the secret pond. Tyler, why don't you go first? What you get?
I got this. So, I showed y'all my receipt earlier. We're not going to count the tax. I got a Speed Demon, little diver, some lighter colors than my usual stuff.
Okay.
Then that was kind of my theme today. I was going lighter colors, switch up my box a little bit, round it out. But found this. It was the last thing I needed to fit my budget needs. So it said original, the original. That seems to be, you know, something cool. The marketing got me.
Yeah, it looks weird.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, something might hit it. You never know.
Then I made it a point to replace my jig that I lost at the Cursed Lake. So I found these power baits, and they look like the colors of everything I've been seeing that we've been fishing lately. So I was like, cool, that would go. I feel like that would go with a white, keep the colors light.
Okay, got a nice
And
chatterbait,
a nice
right?
little chatter, so I could jig up this chatterbait.
Okay, all right.
And I just wanted another fish. Again, same colors, a little bit lighter. See what happens.
See what happens. Okay.
And all that for 1957.
Not bad, not bad. All right.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I also got some weights.
those are good weights.
So, little 3/16. Be cool to see what we can do with those later, but that's my haul.
All right, nice. I did two separate purchases. The first one ended around $10.88, and then the next one was $7.57 there. So we definitely stayed under budget with that. Let's see what we got. We got us a medium premium diver right here. It's a red one, C3. Nice. We got us a double willow spinnerbait from Hogs there. We got some crappie jig heads, and I got an interesting looking crappie bait to go with these jig heads, so we're gonna test those. We got this really cool looking crawfish. I like that. I'm excited about that. We got a Topwater Special clear silver bait right here.
You got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I racked up, man. Most of the stuff was like $2.97, and then it was like 50% off of this stuff. So I got these like, they look like leeches. I don't like them, but hey, you know, they're a dark color bait. And then the last thing I got was this giant bait right here. Now, I don't necessarily believe I'm gonna hook up with anything, but I figured we'd try it since, you know, it's a $20 challenge. Let's see what we can do with what we got. But overall, check out our haul together.
Yeah, nice haul.
That's a pretty decent haul. All that gear.
Not bad. Under 40 bucks.
Under 40 bucks. I mean, some of it is more to play with for the channel, but I'm excited to fish it. What do you think? You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up this crawl right here, and when I opened the package, I thought it was pretty cool. It came with an extra set of claws just in case they get ripped off. That must happen with this bait. But we're gonna tie this on first and give that a few casts. Tyler, what are you gonna go with first?
A little fishy.
A little fishy? Where's the hook on that bad boy?
It says, advertises as weedless, like 100% weedless.
Nice, nice.
So
best of luck.
Freedom, Texas for the fishing. I was looking around before we got started, and I think this should draw a few of those fish here.
Let's see what we can do with these hookups, setups, whatever. Ooh, it's a beautiful day out. Hopefully the noise isn't too bad in the background. All right, so we're tied on. First cast with the crawl. I see bass like right here in front. There's a little area right there. Ooh, she fishes pretty nicely. I like the way she fishes. She fishes really nicely. The bass are hiding in that area over there. Can't let it go too far. I saw a little one get interested in it. Tyler, you rigged up?
Yeah, ready?
Go for your first cast. She looks good. All right, we're gonna fish and see what happens. Tyler had a big old bass chasing his lure just now. I'm gonna see if I can sneak in there. Ooh, there's one right there. I know there's another one coming in the frame right here. Take it. Come on. You know you want it. Where'd he go? Alright, that's the third or fourth bass I've seen completely ignore this cross, so we switching to something else. Alright, so I had to restring my whole rod just now, but we got that taken care of. In that time, Tyler rigged up. What'd you rig up?
Diver shaker.
Like a rattle trap medium diver on his reel, and I'm about to hook up a crappie rig because it's small and I want to fish that and get that out the way. So after I hook that up, we're gonna throw that and see if we can trick one of these bass into being a crappie today. All right, so I hooked up, tied off this little crappie jig head here from Mr. Crappie. No sponsorship or affiliation. And I got this little crappie setup here. And sounds like Tyler's done with his. We're gonna fish this real quick and give that a good college try and see how that works out. Let's see if these bass want to be crappie today instead of bass. Crappie. Pitch out there. Oh, okay. We can get some distance. Ooh, that bass is interested. Let's see if we can't trick him into hitting it. He almost struck it. That's the most interest we've seen. That's a good sign. I have decided to push deeper into the trail Try to fish this crappie bait over here. Might have better luck right here. We'll see. Get a little pitch action right out there. Working back this way. Come on, fish, take the bait. Throw it this way. Oh. Come on. Oh, now we done got crazy. Ah, hit me in the face. Well, in my hat, but that's okay. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's just us over here right now. All right, I have fished the heck out of this crappie bait. Tyler's down there re-rigging. What are you putting on, Tyler? A bladed jig. Tyler went with one of his jigs that's pretty flashy. I'm gonna go with this one for now. I don't expect to catch. I'm gonna throw it a few times and then just so we can throw it for the challenge. We tied on this spinner bait. This spoon spinner. Spoon spinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner. All the way out there. Oh, that's some weight on that bad boy. See if they want to hit something like that. So since I can see it, I know now that I was reeling faster to stand towards the top. The action was right though. We reel a little slower, so she'll go down. There's like a ginormous bass right here in front of me. I don't know if you can see him, but he's like right there. Come on. These bass aren't stupid. They're not stupid. They don't want nothing today. After how they completely ignored this just now, this is not what they want, so we're gonna switch it. What you got on there now?
This creepy looking thing.
Ah, watch my head, man. What fucking hook's on that?
It's a treble hook.
Yeah.
Which normally hooks everything but fish for me. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot though.
He lost his other lure a minute ago. So sad. I know I'm not gonna catch anything with this big one, but we're gonna go ahead and fish that and get it out the way. We're gonna tie on now. Ew, she's so weird. We might hook up, you never know. All right, we're on. Here we go for the first cast with this comically large bait that's probably saltwater, but we bought it anyway because it was cheap. Look at that cast way out there. Let's see if that does anything for us. See if we catch us a monster or get hung up on a tree that we can't see out there. Be pretty hilarious if we catch us a monster. Well, since you're topwater, I would cast over there above all that growth. Am I topwater too? I don't. Should I have a weight on this?
Oh, is that thing I bought?
Should I have a weight on this? I wonder if this should be weighted. No, I just set it up like that. Just how the treble sits. No, it's gotta. Maybe I was fishing it too fast. I don't believe this is top water. Maybe I was just fishing it way too fast. Let's fish it a lot slower this time. See what happens. Oh no, she is sitting top water. No matter what I do right now, she's flopping top water. I didn't expect it to fish top water. Now that makes me want to fish it off slow. Well, since we're top water, let's cast it down the shoreline. Oh, bass did chase it just now. I got a bass chasing it. We'll give it a few more casts. While I was off fishing this big old thing, Tyler caught himself a nice sized bass on a Texas rig. So that proves what I was thinking. All this gimmicky stuff. And
Good old fashioned Texas rig.
good old fashioned
Nice
Texas
little-
rig.
Feel like weighing them, or you want to set them back?
I mean, that's up to you. It's your catch. Nice. Good deal. Sweet.
Sweet. Later, buddy.
Good old
Hope you
Texas
find
rig.
Dad.
Okay, because I want to catch fish too, I'm gonna switch to one that's closer to the Texas rig. I put a good effort in on with this
I
one
have
here.
run out of everything I bought today and switched to the Texas rig. Within 5 or so casts, that's where I got.
Nice, nice. All right, I'm gonna re-rig real quick. Okay, I convinced Tyler to come down the trail a little bit. He's probably somewhere behind me. Look, there he is, he's coming. I did re-rig up a Texas rig with a hook and a little tungsten weight, and I'm sticking true to the challenge, still fishing the lures that I got on clearance for the $20 challenge, but one of them is a green worm, so we needed to hook up a hook anyway, so we're gonna do that and fish that now as we move down the trail. Fish on. Ty, first cast in the new spot. Fish on. Heck yeah. Nice. Hold on, look. Oh,
Yeah, on video.
it's on video actually, the whole thing.
Sweet.
Hold on, bro.
Solid ground. Hey there, buddy.
Nice. Love to see that.
All right, one more for the one more.
Heck yeah, nice job.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Hope you find a bass. Look, let's see if we can't do that myself.
First cast.
Nope. Oh well. Wasted first cast. Let's see if we can't go out a little further. Look, there's a whole school of them right here in front. I can see him. Let's get a little pitch action. Nice. Now we can work it back to him. They like the lunker log. Oh yes. He's a little guy, but we're on. Fish on. Heck yeah. Little guy. Nice.
Good one.
Heck yeah. We'll toss him back. No need to flex any longer with him. And that does technically complete the challenge. Yes, he was little.
Oh, did you catch one of your clearance items?
This is the clearance item.
Nice, congrats.
So we finished up. I see a bigger bass right there. I'm not telling you. And that was off of a pitch. You need to learn how to pitch. It's a good place to learn. fish on for a second. Pitch cast. You see? Heck yeah, another one. Another one. Fish on. So now we're 2 for 2. Oh, he's gone. I had him by the lip. He needed to go anyway. That still counts as a catch. I showed him to the camera. He's on video. So they like this little leech worm looking one, that's for sure. Come on. I just want one of them big ones. The little ones, they're playing with it. But the big ones, they still not, the big ones still aren't offering to hit. The Tyler's all casting in my area. Ow, fished it right into my finger. Ouch. That's a good one. Oh well. Oh, we got us a big stick. Oh man. Dang. We thought we had a monster on. Ah. We turned the camera on and everything. Ah. Let's get him. It's a little one, another little one from way out there though. Come here, guy. All right, that was gonna be the last cast right there. On the other side of the lake, I can see Highway State Patrol pulling somebody over. That's crazy. Tyler's hooked up in the shallows here. And that's a nice little bass. Nothing special, but fun to catch. Definitely fun to catch. I'm gonna throw that bad boy back. Tyler's still working on his rig, getting his stuff unhooked. Hey, that was fun.
Good time.
Good
time. Good catches.
Definitely fun. Good catches. All really tiny bass, but they were hitting. Of course, they weren't in love with most of the gimmicky stuff from the clearance challenge, but they did hit at least one of the baits that I bought from that challenge, which was just some weird looking worm. I don't know. But we're out of here. We're done with Secret Pond number 2. Post in the comments for the name for this pond so we can stop calling them secret, start calling them by their names. Oh, almost fell. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Who's Your Angler. Y'all have a great day. God bless.